What if I told you that you could save a few $100 every year just on doing routine maintenance on your vehicle yourself? So today I'm going to show you how to change disc brakes. The majority of front wheel drive or rear wheel drive vehicles made from 95 and above or newer have disc brakes either in the front or all around. If they're all around, you can save even more money. So stuff that we're going to need today is a C-clamp, whatever drive tire iron set you have should come with your vehicle. The standard tool set has metric and standard, and a hydraulic jack. We're using a hydraulic jack today just because it's a little bit easier, but you can use the jack that comes with your vehicle. It's not a big deal. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to take off the hubcap cover, and we're going to go ahead and loosen up your bolts. Just go all the way around, make sure they are loose. If they are giving you a hard time, you can use a product like PB Blast to get rid of rust. So once your bolts are loose, go ahead and get your car up on lifted using whatever jack you have available to you. So we're just gonna position our jack underneath the frame of the vehicle. Make sure our jack is nice and ready to go. We don't need to get the vehicle all the way up, just enough. Make sure that we can get the tire off. Now we're going to take off the tire the rest of the way. Start by undoing these bolts. Now if you have to walk away and come back and start from a different time that you finish, or finish from a different time that you start, you want to make sure that you put your vehicle on some sort of jack stand, whether it's improvised or commercially made, just in case that jack does fail. You're not going to damage your vehicle or have anybody get hurt. So this is just one thing that you can do on your own. Save yourself a few dollars. I had a soldier who was getting ready to have her brakes done, and it was going to cost her $700. After she bought the parts that she needed, it ended up only costing her about $200 for new brake pads and rotors. And now she knows how to do it herself in the future. That's something that she will never have to deal with again. So once we got the tire off, we can see our caliper here. Caliper is in good shape, just been replaced. I'm sorry, our rotor, not our caliper. Our caliper right here, in the boot. So next thing we're gonna do, we got a couple bolts right here we're gonna take off in the back. And this is just for this vehicle. Not every vehicle is exactly the same, but the concept is the same for all disc brake systems. All right, so we got these bolts off, and now we're just gonna get the caliper off of the rotor. It can be a little bit of a pain in the butt, but as you can tell, it can be done. So these brake pads are fairly new. This is just for demonstration. If I needed to replace these, just go ahead and take the old ones off. And each caliper system is going to be a little bit different on how the brakes are held in. I'm actually going to use my braking bar. Just help get these old brakes off. With this, really, there's no right or wrong way, as long as you can get them off. All right, whenever you take your old brakes off, make sure you have an idea of which way they came on, so that way, whenever you put your new ones on, you're making sure they're facing the right way on the rotor. Next, take your other brake pad out. All right. Then, doing your brakes this way, using a C-clamp, we're not gonna have to worry about bleeding your brake system. What we're gonna do is grab a old piece of metal, and we're just gonna use that to make sure that this caliper piston goes back in evenly, and we're gonna use that C-clamp to compress it. What else we can do is use the old brake pad and use that to make sure that our caliper piston gets put back in evenly. So that's what we're gonna do today. Get that brake pad back in. Just use our C-clamp. We're just gonna put pressure on it until that piston goes in nice and flush with the rest of the caliper. It's not gonna take a whole lot of pressure. Once you get that piston back in, you put your other brake pad back on, your outside brake pad. Next thing you want to do is make sure that these bolts, these caliper slides, are nice and greased. As you can see here, these ones were just done. And that's going to make sure that your brakes can actually slide. Now we're just going to put everything back together, line it all up. Now this part can be a little bit tricky, but once you get your top or bottom bolt started, just make sure that you don't tighten it down all the way. Make sure that you get one of them started, get in a good spot, and you'll feel it. And then get the whichever one you didn't, get that one started before you tighten them back down all the way. So we got our caliper back on, got these bolts fastened down nice and tight. The last thing that we need to do is just go in and press the brake so we can get that piston back out to where it needs to be. We're just gonna go ahead and press the brake a couple times, get that piston back out. And that's gonna make sure that we don't need to bleed our brakes or do anything else. Last step is put the tire on, take the jack off, and you have successfully changed your brakes. Now, we did this video just to show you how easy it is to do just basic maintenance on your vehicle. There is thousands and thousands of YouTube videos. If you just type in your year, make, and model and whatever you need to do changed, I can pretty much guarantee there's a YouTube video that is gonna help you out and tell you exactly what you need to do for a vehicle that is either that exact same vehicle or maybe a few years older or newer, but still the same concepts will apply. Thank you very much. I had a great time, and I will see you all again. Bye.